Greetings, my beautiful lovelies. It's Emmy. How are you? It's great to see you and welcome back. Today's video is sponsored by Helix Sleep, the makers of premium mattresses that are customized to fit your preferences and needs and come delivered very conveniently right to your doorstep. Now, we've had our Helix Sleep mattress for over a year now, and we are getting terrific sleep. I like the fact that we took the Helix Sleep quiz. We entered our sleep preferences, our body type. For example, I am a side sleeper. I prefer a firmer type mattress, and I share my bed with my husband. The sleep quiz will take my answers into account along with my husband's to come up with the perfect compromise, and we matched with the Helix Sleep Dusk Luxe. We are getting great sleep, our backs feel supported, and we feel well rested. And it's a big step up, especially if you compare it to our last mattress, which we inherited. And while it served us well, it was time to be replaced. At this point, my entire family, including my children, have Helix Sleep mattresses, and they're getting great sleep as well. Another thing I really like about our Helix Sleep mattress is that it arrived rolled up in a cardboard box, so we were able to get it up a narrow flight of stairs, and I was able to install it myself. Helix Sleep mattresses are fiberglass free. They arrive right at your doorstep, and if you live in the US, shipping is free. Helix Sleep offers a 100-night sleep trial to make sure you love it. They also have a 10-year warranty, and there are financing options and flexible payment plans. Another thing I really like about our Helix Sleep mattress is that it has a squishy top, yet it's firm enough that our backs feel nice and supported. So if you'd like to get yourself a new mattress, click the link down below or visit helixsleep.com/emmymade to receive 20% off your mattress along with 2 free pillows. Big thanks to Helix Sleep for sponsoring this video and for their continued support so I can make better videos for all of you. Alrighty, my lovelies, so today we're going to be making a dish that has a terrific name. It's called Marry Me Chicken. It's supposed to be so delicious that you will receive marriage proposals. Now, I'm not promising that this is going to happen, but with a name like that, it's got to be pretty stinking good. And it looks pretty simple, accessible to make. Looks like you can make it in about a half an hour. And with a name like that, we just have to make it to get confirmation, right? Or I'll make it and then I'll tell you what I think about it, whether or not you should make it, right? That's what I'm here for. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get started. Let's get a burner out first. And some fromage. Fromage makes it sound like phlegm. Not fromage, but fuel. So I've seen lots of versions of Marry Me Chicken on the TikToks, and otherwise the recipe I'm going to be following today comes from Little Sunny Kitchen, and I will put a link to the website down below. It has rave reviews. I think there's over 600 5-star reviews for this, or nearly 5-star reviews. So maybe you will get a marriage proposal out of this, or maybe you'll just have a really good dinner. Let's do it. I don't know. Let's find out. I've got some flour here, which I've seasoned with some salt and pepper. 3 chicken breasts that have been sliced with a bit of salt and pepper. I'm a huge fan of freshly cracked pepper. I feel like not only does it smell better, but it tastes better as well. Preheat my pan on medium high. I'm gonna add some oil. Taking my seasoned cutlet and dipping it in the flour. The purpose of this is to add a little seasoning, but also flour will give it a little bit of crispness because it'll kind of dry out the surface of the chicken, but it will also help to thicken the sauce just a tad. And it's getting kind of shimmery. Kind of see like little waves on the surface of the oil. Then you know it's quite hot. Now we take our chicken that we've dredged, place it in the pan away from you to avoid any spatter. Try not to touch it. If you touch it, move it around, you're not going to get those nice little crispy bits. Butter's going to add some flavor, and it will help with the browning as well. So whenever I cook chicken breasts, usually I don't flip until there's a little bit of white on the outside. Then I take a peek and see how they're doing, and I can give them a flip. I always like to tidy up as I'm going along so that I save myself some time later. So all of our chicken cutlets have been fried up. Nice. And now we are going to finish off the sauce. So we've got our pan here with our little brown bits, the last bit of butter, and we're going to add 3 minced cloves of garlic. I went ahead and turned off the heat because this pan's very hot and I don't want my butter or my garlic to burn. See, it's still very hot. Either butter or garlic burns. Whoa. It gets very bitter. See, I can smell it. It's very fragrant. That was a stubborn piece of garlic. It spattered all over me. I'm gonna just mix that just so it gets a little bit fragrant, and then I'm gonna quickly add 1 cup of chicken stock. The heat is completely turned off. The stock cools off the pan and it also deglazes it, so it gets all those little brown bits from the chicken and the butter and the flour. Now I'm gonna turn the heat back on. Put it on medium. And this is going to be the base of our sauce. Because there's a lot of surface area, a nice big flat pan, it comes to a boil really quickly. We're gonna add some seasoning. We're gonna add some oregano, thyme, and chili flakes. Some cream. That's gonna make it delicious. So bring this up to a boil and let it simmer for a few minutes, just so the flavors can concentrate and thicken up a little bit. And add some sun-dried tomatoes. These are just tomatoes that have been dried out, so they have a really great concentrated tomato flavor, along with some Parmesan cheese. Now that we've added the cheese, we can taste for salt or seasoning. Add some pepper. Just a little chili flake in there adds some heat already. And just a little bit more salt. But now we're going to add our chicken back right into there and finish cooking. Although these cutlets are so thin, it's more about just warming them up. And all that juice that came out of the chicken as well. And just let them sit in there for a few minutes to absorb some sauce flavor and to warm up. Also add some basil. Tear that up. These are small basil leaves, so I'm just ripping them. If you have big monster ones, you can chiffonade them. You know, do that fine slicing if you like. It's like we're in Yellowstone. Alrighty, my lovelies, let's give the Marry Me chicken a taste. Looks pretty good. My basil is beginning to blacken, unfortunately, but that's what basil does when it's exposed to heat, so. I can imagine this going well with pasta, with egg noodles, rice, potatoes, any kind of starch, a nice big salad, and I think leftovers would make a great sandwich. And this is all before I've even tasted it, but it smells great in here. Alrighty, so I'm gonna get a bite with basil, sun-dried tomato, the sauce. Itadakimasu. Super flavorful. The combination of cream, chicken stock makes for a really flavorful base sauce, and you've got the garlic in there and the sun-dried tomatoes. It reminds me a little bit of an Alfredo sauce, but lighter, not as rich or heavy. There's a good amount of cream in here, a little bit of butter, but that chicken stock really kind of mellows it out. But it still tastes rich and luxurious. Fresh garlic makes all the difference. I wouldn't try substituting garlic powder. I don't think it would work as well. Delicious. Delicious, satisfying meal that comes together super quickly. This all from start to finish probably took about a half an hour. No marinating, nothing in advance. And then you just boil your pasta while you're making this, or cook your rice. And you've got a whole dinner home-cooked meal, lickety-split. And maybe you'll get a marriage proposal. Or maybe you won't, because you don't need to be married. One thing you might want to take into account for when making this recipe is adjusting the amount of chili flakes. I'm going to be serving this to my kids, and while my kids do like heat, they like adding their own heat to dishes. So adjust the spice level to your taste bud is what I'm suggesting. Alrighty, my lovelies, thanks so much for watching, and big thanks to Helix Sleep for sponsoring this video. If you'd like to get yourself a mattress, please click the link down below or head over to helixsleep.com/emmymade to receive 20% off the mattress of your choice, along with 2 free pillows. Thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed that one. I hope you learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media, like this video, subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one. Toodaloo, take care, bye! Now it is time to search for some pasta.